1, 2, 3.
Greetings, I'm Ryan Malone. I'm the concert manager at Armstrong Auditorium, and I'm also the host of Music for Life, the music appreciation program that we produce here. And this is where I hold interviews for Music for Life, and we're doubling up here again on Periscope, where there's a live interview where I'm interviewing one of the performers for a concert tonight to get you all pumped and excited about just the stirring performance we have here tonight. I'm here with Mike Robinson, Bandmaster of the Band of Royal Marines. Is that correct?
That's correct.
How is one appointed as the bandmaster for this ensemble?
Well, my title is actually Warrant Officer Second Class Bandmaster, which is my rank, but also within that, the bandmaster's position is appointed because warrant officers within the Royal Marines Band Service move from administrative posts to the musical posts. So I've actually been in post now since March of last year. This is my first appointment as a bandmaster of a band. My previous job was an administration role. To become a bandmaster, you join the Royal Marines from an early age. I actually joined at 16 and have gone through the ranks. Upon reaching sergeant, you then do a 1-year education course studying all aspects of composing, conducting, arranging, musical theory, harmony. So it's quite an intense year. It actually counts towards 2 years of a degree course. So it's quite intense. But then after that, gain further experience and then eventually get promoted to warrant officer. And then once you've done, initially you normally get a 2-year appointment in an admin role. And then luckily you get a band after that.
Wow. So you have a very varying degrees of administrative or general duties that have that are little related to music, and then some musical duties, and what's maybe the division of those duties?
Yeah, within the band structure we have a Royal Marines captain, Captain Darryl Powell, who's our director of music, so he leads the band and I'm his second in command. Within that I have to look after all the administration, so I look at the engagements, what ensembles we need, plan all those, task the ensembles, with the assistance of my senior NCOs, my sergeants and colour sergeants, and we look at the general day-to-day running of the band to leave the director of music to get on and work his magic with the band. But saying that, I also then have a secondary role of conducting the band alongside the director of music.
So you do a fair bit of conducting.
Yeah, it's we share it probably 40-60.
I see.
So.
And so you, as a musician, you have instruments that you play, or I'm sure as a bandmaster you have several that you're versatile in.
Yeah,
is that correct? Which ones would those be?
When I initially joined, I trained as a bass player, so I was a tuba player before I joined. Then we have a 3-year training program. Within that 3 years training, we teach all of our musicians an orchestral instrument as well as a military band instrument. So the Royal Marines Band Service, we can perform as not just on the marching platform, but also as a concert band, a symphonic orchestra, function band, all smalls ensembles, wind ensembles, brass ensembles. So we're quite versatile. But with myself, I learned the tuba, but then was also taught the double bass and the bass guitar.
Okay, so basically the bass functioning instruments,
Yeah.
and so that helps you and probably gives you some commonality among your different instruments.
That's right, yeah. Everybody is put into a certain instrument category. All our clarinet players play either violin or viola. Same with our cornet players. Our euphonium players play cello. We have certain instruments. Trombone is a solo instrument, and French horn. And we also have specialists on clarinet and trumpet as well.
Okay. And when you perform with the band, say like tonight, when you perform with the band, what will you be doing on stage?
Generally now my role is conducting only. I don't tend to need to play because my position takes me away from the instrumental side of things. I only now tend to play for fun.
Okay. And where has this position as a as bandmaster, using the colloquial, I guess, where has that taken you throughout the world?
Well, in my service, I've done 7 months on board one of Her Majesty's ships, HMS Illustrious. Travelled from Portsmouth in England, travelled all the way through the Mediterranean, through the Suez Canal, India, Singapore, and went down to Australia. So that was quite an eventful trip back in 1997. But as a leader, I've taken ensembles to Japan, to the Ascension Islands, and but ultimately this is my first big trip as a military leader.
Great. And this band, I mean, obviously it's well received worldwide, and certainly I think one thing that sets it apart is its versatility, like you were talking about that, just the different kinds of music you have to perform. Talk about what sets this particular ensemble apart from other military bands in the world.
Well, the Royal Marines itself, whether it be the band service or the commandos, we strive for excellence in everything we do, and that's ultimately what we do every day. Plus we have this rigorous training program which gives people a great foundation of 3 years, because within the School of Music we have military instructors who are there on hand day to day, and also we have civilian professors who play for a lot of the top London orchestras, some for the BBC Big Band, and they're really great musicians. So our guys have a real good foundation, and we carry that through in our daily training. We work every day 9 to 4 to rehearse, and then the guys also practice, continue to get lessons throughout their career. So we're always pushing, we're always striving for that excellence.
Wow, that's fantastic. And you said you started with the tuba. May I ask how old you were when that happened? Like when did you get into music yourself?
Yeah, I started playing. Well, I played euphonium for about a year at the age of 9, and then I graduated to the tuba. I like to say.
And so that training, like you said, you're using more versatility of all these other different things that you've learned since then. You've described the theoretical training and just the intensive, like more music major type thing that we might call it in the United States.
Yeah. That
type of thing. Well, what's interesting, I think, also, like you're talking about this philosophy of striving for excellence. That's certainly a military concept, but also a musical one. And just thinking about this interesting combination of soldier musician, I'm curious to know as a musician how your place in the military affects like the artistic decisions you make. I mean, what makes a musician in a band like this different from other musicians, or what kind of decisions are you making with that perspective of this job you have?
I guess we all work with it in different ways, but one thing that does kind of help is the military discipline makes you focus more, work really hard, and direct your energy wherever it may be. Although we do work military, in a lot of respects, we've got guys in the band who've deployed to Afghanistan, Iraq, and more recently we've got about 8 guys who were deployed off the west coast of Africa to Sierra Leone to the Ebola crisis. But no matter what we do, I think it's the combination of the discipline and the music works so well together that then whenever we requested to do anything else, be it military or aid-wise, because our guys are so focused and have that determination, they can turn their hand to anything quite easily.
That's fantastic. Well, we're certainly looking forward to this performance tonight. I know, I think that combination of discipline and striving for excellence, it's great to see that come to fruition on the stage in a musical way. I think that's very, very evident. So anything else you'd like to add about tonight's performance for us to keep an eye out for, that you're particularly excited about?
The only thing I would say is that the guys in the upper tier will probably have the advantage to get the best view of the band in the shapes they make. But just hope everyone enjoys it, and the band loves performing over here, because we've had a fantastic reception in the US.
Well, Mike Robinson, thank you so very much for your time. I appreciate you taking time out of a busy day just before this performance. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ryan.